Hello again, amazing souls. Welcome back to Soul Truth 1111. I hope you all are doing well. I'm doing well. This is going to be kind of a long reading. As you guys are familiar with my readings, you know, they tend to run a little long. I saw some comments before that said, you know, I'm getting my popcorn, which kind of tickled me inside, but it's the truth. It's kind of like, you know, get your bag of popcorn and your whatever you like to drink and chill and watch, but and learn. But I probably will be removing my comment section. Okay, we know what I meant by that word. Because I'm having you know, some spam-ish things going on, which are going to stop. Bless God. Okay, you know what? I got a channeled message Spirit gave me to share with you guys. And it has to do with anger. I've really been dealing with this aspect of anger deep within myself. But what Spirit wanted me to bring up, and here's a scripture that you can read, not to preach at you, but this is a divine message. I don't know who it's for, but it was for me and for me to share. So it's in Matthew 21:12. If you feel led to look that up, but it talks about when Jesus went into the temple area and he saw individuals selling things in his father's house, and he became like enraged, angry, to the point of overturning tables and, you know, throwing crap all over the place. He was mad, and by all rights he was mad. And it was a righteous anger. And I felt that Spirit wanted me to come on here and say that some divine feminines, and maybe masculines, may feel angry, and Spirit may be bringing this up. Anger is unresolved pain. Okay, when we have hurts that are not dealt with, or they're not processed, I don't want to use dealt with, but that is also truth. When they're unresolved, what we do is suppress them and push them back down into our being, you know, and store them in our energy. I have someone kicking upstairs. I don't know what they're doing, but okay, but anyway. So it's stored and it comes up later when we're triggered, okay, or when something really, really hurts us. All this other energy comes boiling up as well. And what I think Spirit wanted me to let you know that, you know, it's okay to be angry. And oftentimes, even in throwing crap and letting it out, I'm not saying to where you hurt people or you hurt things or you know, if you're destroying your own crap, so be it. But you know, if sometimes I've even beat the hell out of a pillow, you know, and that's processing. I'm not saying about allowing anger to, you know, cause things that are illegal or, you know, not righteous. What I'm talking about is when you've been done wrong so badly that you are, or you see something wrong that's so unjust, or the God in you, God's Spirit in you, is so angered that it has to be released somehow. I just want to let you know that that's okay. that there's nothing wrong with you being angry. Because a lot of times people will try and manipulate you and make you feel that because you're this or because you're that, you don't measure up. When all along, it's all completely justified by God. It's them that's in the wrong. It's them that may be narcissistic. It's them that don't want to accept their own problems, so they transfer it on you and belittle you, so that you walk away feeling like, you know what, that's why I'm not loved. When all along, the anger that you're feeling is justified. And God understands it. And God is on your side. And God is saying, yes, I understand. And go ahead and process that. Let that pain be processed so you can heal, so you can forgive, so you can love unconditionally. Okay? But sometimes those that want to manipulate and use those things against you don't want to process their own crap. They don't want to look at their own pile of, their plank in their own eye. Okay? To even understand why you would even be angry. So, Jesus was as righteous as they come, God's own son. And this is what I believe. This is not a preaching channel, but I'm going to tell the truth like it is. And he overturned tables. He let animals go. He threw money all over the place because it was wrong. The wrong time, the wrong place, the wrong reasons, the wrong motives. It was wrong. And it was justified by his Father, God, the universe, the Almighty, the I Am, the Maker. It was justified. So, follow your intuition. Allow yourself to heal from things that come up, even the anger, the hurts, the pains, the loss. Because until you do that, you can't go forward into this journey healed, into your unconditional love healed. You'll always have this place of unforgiveness because of the anger. Okay. So, with that being said, allow your unconditional love to shine. I'm going to start with the divine masculine side on the mental. Then we have the physical. Then we have the emotional and the spiritual. On the feminine side is on the right. We have the mental, the physical, the emotional, and spiritual. And in the middle here we have the overall cards. I was going to do a mirroring reading, which I was looking forward to, and there is a lot of mirroring going on here, but because the energies are changing so dramatically and there's so much change going on, there's a lot of separation as well. So I wanted to do this, individually for the divine masculines and the divine feminine collective, twin flames, so that we get a look at both sides instead of we're always mirroring, but and there is mirroring going on here. However, this is not the mirroring reading that I was wanting to do. So maybe this weekend or next week I will do one of those. Okay. So moving on to amazing things. First card we have is balance. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. This is divine masculines in the mental space. And what this is saying is that divine masculines need to find balance. As within their divine masculine aspects and divine feminine aspects of both parts of them within themselves. As twin flames, the divine counterparts both carry, as one soul, being one soul, we both carry the divine masculine and feminine energies within us because we're one soul. So those have to come into a balance. In other words, the divine masculines may need to become more emotional and more in tuned with their emotional side, and the divine feminines may need to come more in tune with their logical side and leaving their emotions or balancing them out, not leaving them, but don't leave who you are, but balancing those out so that one doesn't override the other, or so there it's a good give and take there. But need for balance and moderation. So there could be an overdoing of something. And divine masculines, you will know what that is. It could be work, could be an addiction, a codependency of some type. This is also saying cooperate and compromise. So find a middle ground. Balance this out in general within your life. Find what makes things work for you, and follow your intuition most of all. Okay, and wait for perfect timing. Okay, so when we're in balance, we tend to have a better knowledge of what that perfect timing is. And I just noticed that's the 14th card, which is also today, which goes, added is a 5, which means change. Next we have awakening. Look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. So divine masculines, continue to be yourself, and take a different perspective on the way you're looking at things. Spirit is wanting you to look at things from a different perspective, possibly from the divine feminine's perspective and not your own. That's why the balance card came out first. A lot of times divine masculines, you may come at it from a logical point of view when Spirit is wanting you to come at it with an emotional point of view or an aspect of the divine feminines, so that you can relate and find balance within that part of you. This is finding balance within yourself and within your divine counterpart, because you are one soul. So it's beneficial for you and for your divine feminine. And that can resonate to any gender. Take these cards as they resonate to you, but I'm really feeling the balance card has to do with also gaining a different perspective, which will balance out. And that's why Spirit had me bring up the aspect of having both the divine masculine and feminine parts within us, or energies or makeup within us that balance each other out. So as we're balanced within each other, we balance each other out as well, because we understand the one in all aspects, not just one aspect, not just logically. In other words, divine masculines, you won't look at your divine feminine in just a logical way. You will look at them in a logical, emotional, balanced perspective, giving you back a correct viewpoint instead of just coming from a logical viewpoint, because you have the same soul. You are different individual bodies and minds and hearts, but your soul and your heart are one. So you do have different body parts, but your soul are one. Okay, next we have the Wheel of Fortune. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. So this is the completion card, so an end of a cycle. So possibly there may have been a stuck point, or a point where you were imbalanced and you're coming into this balance and you're reaping the rewards of that. This is basically, the Wheel of Fortune is positive change in every area of your life. Just, being happy, joyful, blissful, just a situation moving forward. No more stagnant. There's balance, there's beauty, there's joy, there's happiness. Okay, next we have Six of Earth. This card keeps coming up on both sides, but Spirit, is using it, so I'm going to be an instrument. Okay, unexpected resources, happy surprises, generosity. What you send forth in love will come back to you. And this is also receiving gifts from Spirit. Okay, receiving from Spirit, not necessarily from a person, but it can be from a person, it can be from your Divine Feminine, it can be from your Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. So whoever's listening to this, as these cards resonate, this could be speaking to you or about you. So these are receiving gifts or surprises or happy things coming out of nowhere, by Spirit or by the Divine Masculine, or to the Divine Masculine. Okay? Next we have Strength. Beautiful card. Endurance. Going the distance, the long haul. Having courage to manifest miracles, allowing Spirit to work through you. You are called to move mountains and obstacles, every obstacle that stands in your way. You're not meant to be timid. You're not meant to be afraid of anything. But within you and outside of you, know that both Divine Masculines and Feminines, you have the strength within you to make things, whether they be negative or positive, be removed or come into your life. Okay, so whatever you put out, you will receive back. But don't accept negative things coming into your life either, because you have the strength to move those mountains, and Almighty God has given it to you. Okay, so manifest those miracles and have the courage by faith to move everything that's in your way. Okay, so that you can become everything that Spirit is desiring you to be. And with that comes divine happiness and contentment. Okay. It's the High Priestess. Mystery. Trust. To walk in this journey by faith and trusting your intuition. This, I have a feeling that has to do with the Divine Masculines thinking about the Divine Feminines and wanting to trust them, wanting to have faith in them, or coming into that trust and faith, or feeling bad for not trusting their intuition and their divine feminines as the high priestess. I'm just feeling like guilt right now for not just real heaviness for letting the divine feminines down as the high priestess. Okay. For some divine masculines. But this is also calling for the divine masculines to have faith and trust and belief that the divine is working everything out, and this is destiny. The journey that you are on is your destiny, and trust your intuition to move forward by faith. Okay, Ace of Water, Seahorse. Okay, Ace of Water. Hold on a second. Let me, I need to check something out about this card. Okay. I just had to make sure because for some reason I wrote down, sometimes I write notes, but then I allow Spirit to say whatever I take from what I feel Spirit's saying at that moment, and then I will take what Spirit says in the moment. So I wrote it down wrong, so I wrote down Ace of Air, so it is Ace of Water. And this is unconditional love, overflowing abundance, the fertility of giving, the abundance of fertility of love. So giving birth to love, or being filled with the spirit of love. And allowing that to flow through you. But this is, I believe, just allowing Spirit to come in and, like, I know it sounds funny, but make the divine masculines pregnant with love. Okay? So basically fill them up with love, for unconditional love for themselves first, and then love so they can be able to love the divine feminines as they do themselves, which is very beautiful. This is also giving birth to love, so allowing yourself to go through the healing process so that you can unconditionally love yourself, and which means allowing forgiveness, allowing yourself to process anger and hurts that have not been resolved, which turn into anger, like I was speaking about earlier. So yeah, that's it in the physical. So here's another physical card. This is Rest and Reconsider. The divine masculines are taking a time out and resting and reconsidering all that's happened, possibly even during this journey. There's been some major shifts by Spirit that continue. This is fatigue, perseverance. This is also strength, like the other card I just read, knowing that you can move all mountains and obstacles that are in your way. Having the faith to do so and the trust. reconsidering stresses that you put on the body, and that dull the mind. Okay, so moving away from certain things that are stressing your body or dulling the mind, which are negative. Becoming clear-headed and confident in your decisions. So taking a time out and reconsidering so that you're confident in the decisions that you make. Okay, I feel like the Divine Feminines are really, many of them are in a place of making a choice to move forward to their Divine Feminines. They're in this processing, I just get the word processing. So this is processing hurts, pains, and reconsidering to process a decision. Okay. Then we have success and growth. This is part of the processing. This is accomplishment, speed. This is resolutions happening swiftly or fast. Oh wow. This also says process. This is processing. So yes, Spirit is giving me the word processing. Processing to make a decision. So processing thoughts into the physical. Staying focused on your heart with this processing going on, and knowing that your hard work, your success will come in quickly. A time of new successful resolutions. This is also happening because of the processing. These are resolutions to conflict and struggle, things that have been ongoing, like cycles, or this is like coming to a place where you finally speak your mind and your truth, and you come into this place of innocence and freedom, and it happens quickly. You've made the decision where this needs to be done. This is the way I need to go. Gaining understanding, a greater understanding about your personal growth, and letting old ways fall to the wayside. And giving birth or accepting new beliefs about love. Okay, not letting the old way of thinking go and accepting the new way of thinking about love. A fresh positive light on love. So this card means a lot. This is major growth, major change, major speed. This is coming to some decisions quickly, staying focused on those decisions and following through. Okay. Next, we have a card I want to read. I felt Spirit told me to read this one. It's called Seek the Truth. This is intuition, question, deception, inequality. Intuition is a powerful ally, and now is a good time to follow and trust your inner prompting. It may be all that is not, let me start that again. It may be that all is not as it seems in some of your relationships. Use your psychic sense to determine which of your associations may be questionable. Trust in what your intuition is saying right now. As much as you'd like to trust these people or this person, it's important to question their motives. Be cautious about sharing your most private thoughts and feelings in order to avoid let me start that again. Be cautious about sharing your most private thoughts and feelings in order to avoid allowing yourself to, turning the page, it's hard to hold a card up and keep it right here. Okay, to be placed in vulnerable positions. Be diligent in psychically scanning your interactions for possible deception. Be wary of one-sided relationships in which the other person is not participating fully or is avoiding obligations or responsibilities. Now is the ideal opportunity to get to the bottom of this behavior. And certainly at all times be sure that your role in the relationship is above broad and based on honesty. Okay, so this is saying that there may be someone in the masculine's life, or someone that they're hesitating to let go of, but their motives are not right. Okay, but they want to keep them around because it's easy, it's convenient, or it's safer. They feel safer than moving forward, or but by doing this, it's basically setting themselves up for a bigger fall later. Okay, that's what I feel coming from this card. And this has to do with them making decisions. They're seeking the truth on following their intuition, and really wanting to be going in the correct decision. They're tired of being in the same place. This is what I'm picking up. They don't want to go down the wrong path anymore. They want to go down the right path, and they're tired. That's why this rest and reconsider is coming up, because this is what they're doing. They're seeking out from possibly the divine, from the universe. They're seeking from within. They're seeking answers outward to know the truth of what is deception and what is the right direction to take in this journey, and with those that may be against this journey or against the divine feminines. Also make sure, divine masculines, that you are being honest, that you are taking care of your responsibilities, and you're not making this journey or relationship one-sided. Okay, it's very, this is also coming out at this card as I read. Okay, so it can go both ways. Take each card as they resonate, please. Each card is not going to resonate with everyone. But they are meant for certain people who know they are meant for. So I will say that. Okay, we're moving on to the divine feminines now, and this is in the mental space. 9 of water. Your wish comes true. Concerns fade away. A love of life. Okay, so your wishes are coming true, or a wish is coming true, something that you had your mind on, your heart on, and concerns fade away. So no more concerns. Trust spirit, be guided by your intuition, and things will manifest for you. Stay in that unconditional love. Then we have the moon. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. Release all fears and trust the universe. I believe that our psychic abilities are heightening right now, both for the divine masculine and feminines. The divine masculines are also getting upgrades in their intuitive psychic abilities as well, and third eye chakras. So this is happening for the divine feminines and masculines. So be guided by your intuition and third eye chakra and your by spirit, by the universe. Okay, Ace of Air. Brilliant new ideas, inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. So, like I said, in the last, I think, Divine Feminine reading, Divine Feminines are being really, a lot of brilliant ideas are coming to them for business. They are seeking truth in situations and being shown truth because the psychic abilities are being heightened. So, and this also could be talking about a challenging beginning of this journey, but to allow your intuition to continue to guide you. But you are being shown the truth. Listen to your intuition. It will not lie to you. There are some people that are coming up in your life and even in your businesses that are trying to mask themselves. But Spirit is already showing the truth to you. Believe your truth. Trust your intuition. If Spirit is telling you there's a mask there, believe it. Okay, King of Air. This has to do with intellectual and authority, or reasoning. Instincts over instincts, or intellectual over passion. Successful negotiations. This has to do with universal laws as well. So manifestations. What you reap, you sow. What you put into the universe will come back to you. Think before you act. And seeing the truth in everything. As I was just mentioning, the intuition and psychic abilities are being heightened. So Spirit will let you know beforehand what is going on, or as it is happening, and will tell you how to deal with it. Next we have the Two of Air. This is a stalemate or uncertainty. Considering options. What is for my highest good and for my highest peace, for peace and for my highest good. So the Divine Feminines are also making decisions. They're in a place of healing, forgiveness, and deciding if they're going to continue on in this journey, or if they need to move on. Many of them are. And they're recognizing that they, within their own self-love, that there is not a need for union. They want it, but there's not a need for it. But if you do have a true twin, there will always be a desire for it, but not a need. If you need it, then you better, it's best to check for codependency. Make sure you're not in, going back to the codependent or fear aspect. But if you want it, then you know that you're operating in unconditional love, and you want it because it's your soul. Okay, and that's a pure motive. When you want it and you don't need it. Okay, you don't have to chase after it. You just, you love, and you don't, there's not a, there's a deep desire to come into that oneness, because it feels like home, which there is a deep desire for, which never leaves. But there's also a knowing that if that never happened, that you have unconditional love for yourself and your divine masculine as well. Because God has given that to you and brought you to that place, which is the most healthy and for your highest good that you could be, which is peace. Okay. Ace of Air. And this is destiny, fate, law of karma, and powerful forces of transformation at work with synchronicities as well. So Spirit is also continuing to show the divine masculine and divine feminines and the collective, twin flame collective, that the synchronicities, that they're on the right path, that this is destiny. Confirmation continues to happen, and transformation is happening as well. Spirit is causing the tower moments to come in to make this transformation a reality, to bring the divine masculine and feminines into their divine destiny in this journey. This divine feminines in the mental. Now we're going into the physical, and the first for the physical we have 3 of water. This is a celebration, enjoying community, sharing. This is like team spirit, or having a common goal with friends. Celebration. I think I already said that. This is in relationships, it's allowing yourself to accept both the shadow and the light side of your divine masculine or divine feminine. This is accepting those you love, those you celebrate, those that are in your heart, those that you love unconditionally, for all that they are. Not just parts that appease you or please you, but for their dark side and their light side, because you see all of that in them. If you're a divine twin, if you are a true twin flame and you do have the same soul, you will see all of the dark side and the light side. You will know that. You won't know that by watching them on social media. You'll know that within. You won't know that by watching them, down the street. You'll know that by within. Your intuition will tell you the truth about them. But accept them for who they are, in unconditional love, in truth. Okay, in physical, for the divine feminines, King of Earth. This card also keeps coming up, and it's enterprising, ability to attract abundance, wealth, conscious manifestation or manifesting, and a reliable leader, being a reliable leader. So divine feminines coming into that role of being the manifester, a conscious manifester, knowing that what you think and your intents of your heart will come to fruition. Walking in your unconditional love, in your power, and radiating that to the world as a leader. It's beautiful. Okay, next we have change your focus. This has to do with disappointments and loss, or shifts of thinking into appreciation. So this is coming out of the old into the new. This has to do with family situations not going as planned, or regrets of decisions you've made in the past, but putting like sorrows behind you and allowing the shifts to take place and your focus to change to good, from bad to good, and from negative to positive in your life, in every situation, concerning your divine masculine, concerning decisions that you've made, concerning your growth, concerning your past, concerning past lives, concerning everything that you're healing from, concerning your anger, like I spoke about earlier, and allowing that to be transmuted into unconditional love. But it will come up, and it's okay for it to come up. I'm not saying it's okay to, like, break everything in your house, but I'm saying that it is unprocessed hurts or pains. That's where it stems from. And sometimes it's righteous anger. There is a cause and a reason for how you feel. You're not just, feeling sorry for yourself. You're not just having a bad day. So, someone's really done you wrong and it's pissed you off because it's unjust. So turn those things into positive, into good thoughts, into thoughts that can bring you back the manifestations of blessings. Okay? Next we have reach out. This is teamwork, preparation. This is the alchemist also. This means the magician. So this is taking a desperate need or situation and making it into a desired outcome. So becoming the alchemist, and doing that by yourself or with others, but reaching out and co-creating or having that teamwork, like I said, getting a hand up, whether even if it's from spirit or your spirit guides. This could be the same thing. Know that spirit's there, universe is there, your spirit guides are there, your strength is there, your ancestors are there, always guiding you. You are powerful to alchemize all and manifest everything, every blessing. You are the magician. Okay. Next, I'm going to read a card. It is Embrace. This was the next one we got. For the divine feminine in the physical. This means to achieve or welcome, appreciate, dream, wholeness, and contentment. When it comes to love, the universe is smiling upon you at this time. Energies are moving and shifting, coming together to give you exactly what you need and want. Your efforts to clarify your heart's desires, to be present in current relationships, and to actively manifest new relationships are now bearing fruit. In this moment, you are in a position to achieve all that you have dreamed of regarding matters of the heart. Your dreams are ready to manifest. Do you see why Spirit had me read this? I'm not done yet. Woo! Allow all of the pieces to gently fall into place. Don't resist, just embrace. Wow, that rhymes. Your own personal energies are combining to bring you to a new level of being whole and perfect. This will allow your relationships to fall into place beautifully as well. To support this process, integration, work with the concept of having an open and grateful heart. Express appreciation to the many blessings in your life as you go through your day, and be aware of the grace that surrounds you. Grace shows itself in ways both large and small. The grace manifestations of grace, the larger manifestations of grace may be your family, your health, and your home. However, there are many smaller manifestations of grace that can also be acknowledged. Appreciate the warm sun on your face, the cool breeze, the blowing of your hair, and the lovely flowers growing from the cracks in the stone wall. By being grateful, you will surround yourself with contentment, and through the law of attraction, you will become more of the same, including more fulfilling relationships. Affirmation: I acknowledge my many blessings and am open to receiving my heart's desire. This is the world. In the traditional tarot, this is the world card. So the divine masculine got the wheel over here in the mental, and the divine feminine, she's got the world. So the world is yours, divine feminines. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and knock, and the door will be open unto you. That came out of just nowhere. Whew. Okay. Next we have Master. This one's running a little bit long, but it's because I had to share this morning, or this afternoon. Okay, fear, illusions. This is the Devil card in the traditional tarot. Releasing codependency, releasing negativity, freedom, and also love. Not releasing love, but this means coming out of releasing your heart so it can love. Releasing all the fear and the illusions of fear, and coming out of negativity into love. This can also be questioning your value, and wondering if you are worthy enough to receive love. So let go of these lower vibrational thoughts, because those are illusions. You are way worthy of receiving love. It's a lot of W's, but man, you know what, I got it out. You are beautiful just the way you are. And you know, we're not perfect, but you're on this journey for a reason. You have a purpose, and you're walking in unconditional love, and continue to do so. If you're learning to do so, continue to learn to do so. We're all at different stages, and your grace, you know, God's grace is sufficient for you right where you're at. As I just read, the world is yours. Let go of all codependency and controlling, knowing that the universe will work all things out for your good, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like. Because I could tell you, it can get pretty just not so good. But we have to remember who our maker is, who is our strength, who is our behind us, you know. And it's spirit, it's God, it's the universe behind us. This can also mean that we're dealing with a codependent, or someone that a divine masculine possibly that has a codependent issues, or is dealing with negativity, or has trouble releasing issues of his own. This can also mean that our divine masculines don't feel worthy of receiving love. So divine masculines, if you're listening, release that as well, okay? Because all these cards, they can go both ways, because we both carry the divine masculine and divine feminine, as I started out saying in the beginning. Release your heart, okay? Release your heart from these illusions and these fears. Allow your life and your heart to be transformed. Okay? Allow for forgiveness and grace for yourself, and to be healed from all the codependency, no matter what it is, no matter what type of addictions they are. It could be alcohol, it could be work, it could be drugs, it could be sex, it could be, no matter what it is, let go of it. Release your heart so you can feel in love again. And Spirit will direct you by your intuition. Okay? Moving on to this emotional for the divine masculine. The first one we have is wisdom. This has to do with seeking out the truth as well. And seeking out leaders, spiritual leaders. So the divine masculines emotionally are wanting to hear from God. They're wanting to hear what God has to say about it and wanting direction by God. This also means marriage, a place of marriage. This is the Hierophant. So this is returning to God, or a place of God, the house of God. And learning from your intuition and getting guidance by the divine, by the universe, okay, through wisdom and through intuition. Wisdom is not always logic, okay? Wisdom is following also your intuition. It is not always a logical, wise, what looks good, because looks can be deceiving. Your intuition, though, will never lie to you, but the laws of man that are set can be changed, and may not know your own circumstances, but your intuition knows your circumstances and knows your answer. Wow, Spirit is just like through me today. Okay, fertility. This has to do with giving birth to dreams, giving birth to that love that you long for. This has to do with possibly the divine masculines wanting children or thinking about children. This has to do with being pregnant, with manifestation of giving birth to what you set out in your intentions. So this is coming into fruition, or setting your intentions based on the decisions that you've made and knowing what you want. We just went through a new moon, a super new moon, and a lot of intentions were put out there. So this is the manifestation of those things, and even children, okay, or having to do with children, or this has to do with them thinking of the divine feminine and seeing her as the manifester, as fertility and all her growth and everything she's manifesting, and how her growth is transforming her, and it's being mirrored to him, and he is just in awe of that. This can also be true as he watches the divine feminine transform. This is affecting and having a mirror effect on him, and he is transforming as well. Okay. Next we have the light. This is the Sun card. Okay, so the divine feminines had the Sun a lot I believe in the last reading. I think there was quite a few cards. I think there was 3. But now the divine feminine, they're mirroring. So this is happiness, contentment, growth, success, joy, illumination, pleasure, time to be a light no matter what happens. Prosperity and bliss are promised. Okay, so this is following the card of fertility, so which is being pregnant with this manifestation. This is what the manifestation is for the divine masculines are wanting to manifest this in emotionally. Okay, the sun, which is coming back to innocence, and like I said, happiness, growth, and contentment, illumination, everything, you know, coming back to pure, blissful life. Okay. Next we have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Divine masculines, this could be you or this could be someone around you. Because we got the card over here, let me find it. I don't know which one it was. There was one of them that talks about deception. Oh, seeking the truth, I believe it was, if I remember correctly. Whoa. Let me see here. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. Divine masculines. This card talked about there's someone in your life that you possibly don't want to let go, but their motives may be wrong. They may be lying to you about someone. They may be deceiving you in some way to stay close. You may be codependent on them. They may be codependent on you. Or you could be wearing the false mask in this journey. But some deception is going on, and the divine is basically calling you out on it. So this has to do with someone around you that is very close, that would be someone that you don't want to let go. It's not going to be someone that you know, you could look at and just go, oh, they're deceptive. Unless you're following your intuition every day and you're prayed up every day, then you'll know that. But you have this twice. So I believe that Spirit is saying that there's someone that does not have a right motive concerning you, or you do not have a right motive concerning them or this journey or your divine feminine. Okay, so whatever this is, it needs to be dealt with because it's causing pain within you and within your divine feminine and possibly your life. So deal with this by the help of Spirit, your spirit guides, and the universe, okay, by God. The next one we have is express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, that's self-explanatory. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So, divine masculines, let go of control. The divine, you know, allow yourself to be vulnerable and trust the divine. And take that step of faith and love yourself unconditionally and heal so that you can walk into this unconditional love union. Okay? Let go of control. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I don't think this is just has to do with parents, but for some, parents may be moving out, or you may be moving away from parents, or there's a situation with childhood, how your parents weren't there for you possibly, and you were hurt, and this is being brought up to heal. This also has to do with other family members that you may be deceptive with, that may not know the truth in about your life, about your journey, about just things that need to be healed, about issues that have been deceptive as well. I'm just going to say what I'm feeling. Next we have engagement. So this is on the Divine Masculine's heart, or in his emotions. Your love life is ascending to a higher level. Divine Masculine wants a happy home life. He wants the sun life. This came up in his emotions as well, the sun. So he wants the one to settle down with, the Divine Feminine. That's the one that will give him the sun life. The one that will give him the one that he'll never want to run away from or walk away from again. Okay, on the Divine Masculine's heart and mind, are finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Divine Masculines, you know, there's a time to work this out, and there's a time to work together. You could wait all your life for the perfect moment and be operating in fear and illusion the whole time, which will keep you from a blessing that God is trying to just, you know, if he could throw it at you, he would. But you're worried about the wrong things. So if you need to get stable and have a solid foundation so that you can be a good provider for the Divine Masculine or for your family, do so. But if you're doing it to get more, and you think that you need to impress the Divine Feminine, or you have fear, it's fear-based, that's an illusion, and you are keeping yourself from a blessing. So seek your intuition when it comes to do with finances as well. Spirit knows, you know, that you can trust your Divine Feminine with that aspect as well. That's you. The Divine Masculine and Feminine. When you share a soul, that's yourself. The Divine Masculine, in the physical, the heart chakra is, or in spiritual, excuse me, the heart chakra is wide open. He wants to feel. He is feeling. His heart may be hurting, but he is feeling. Okay. Next we have simply love. This is coming back to innocence or nostalgia, kindness or childlike, bringing back the energy of being innocent, of not looking at the world in such a negative. They have the blowers going on outside. Sorry. This is allowing yourself to be free and be innocent and trust and have faith like a child. Not Divine Feminines that you are children, but to not be stressed, but walk in your unconditional love by faith and trust and have peace. Follow your heart and have peace and joy and have that sun life and that innocence. Okay? Quit fighting spirit. Quit fighting the universe. I feel that many of you are fighting the universe. You're fighting God. And God's like, you know, you're praying for certain situations. God hears your prayers. Your heart knows your heart, okay? Knows everything that you want. to that you want to manifest. Where's that card? Spirit knows everything that you want to manifest, but as soon as it comes to manifesting it, you're like, but I don't think I can do that. And you're like, God, I know I put that out there, but I'm not ready, or I'm too afraid. Come back to the innocence so you can receive. God wants you to receive. Okay? Oh boy. My Lord. Okay, healing begins. This is releasing, healing, assistance, and letting go of pain. Allowing yourself to feel. Coming back to innocence again. Processing those angers, processing those hurts that turn into angers when they're not processed. That's one reason why Spirit had me bring that up, because pain that's not dealt with is just anger. It's coming out in floods of anger, and it could be directed to the wrong people. Okay, or people that don't even have nothing to do with your anger. So, but it could also be justified as I spoke. That was truly the channel message, was your anger is justified. For many of you, it is justified. What you do with it is, you need to give it to God and heal it, but it is justified. For many of you, God hears you and understands why you're angry. And you have all right to be angry. Keep healing, Divine Masculines. Okay, keep an open heart. Let go of the pain and allow yourself to begin to feel and heal and come into this innocence so that you can blossom and come into the sun. This is awaken, transform, stretch your faith, possibilities, directions, growth, a time of nurturing. The relationship will blossom if you nurture it. Matters of the heart bud like flowers, and grow, develop, and blossom like flowers. Matters of the heart bud and grow and blossom like flowers. This is like the sun card. Okay, this is beautiful. Nothing's impossible. Okay, moving on to the Divine Feminine. In the emotional, we have firm foundation. And this is talking about healing as well. And learning the lessons from the past that we can bring into the future to build a firm foundation on. But not allowing us to, not taking the past with us. Just the lessons that have been learned to build on a solid foundation. Okay. Moments, choices, and decisions. This has to do with remaining flexible and focusing and following your intuition of spirit, because many decisions are coming your way, and you'll need to consult your intuition on which way is the right way to go. This has to do with every area of your life. Things will be changing through the summer. Okay, so make sure you seek your intuition for this as you move through each change. And there's also 2 wedding rings there, so for some of you it could be just moving, it's movement forward, decisions, it could be getting married, it could be moving, but this is the crown chakra, meaning that trust the divine in making those decisions, and moving you forward. Okay? And keep meditating. Keep knowing that the divine and God is on your side, and your intuition is guiding you. Spirit is guiding you by synchronicities and by your spirit guides, and the universe is leading and guiding you. Okay. Next we have financial and material changes. This also means changes or challenges or in possible loss that you went through, but allowing Spirit to guide you in transforming the changes that have happened into better outcomes. So things that may have you have learned from or what have you, those lessons being learned so that you can build a solid foundation again. So this is kind of like the last three cards with Spirit involved as well, leading and guiding you. So just transformation into a better outcome. Next we have wedding. Divine Masculine in emotions got proposal, I think, or engagement, not proposal, but, and then Divine Feminines are getting wedding. So it's on the heart and minds or emotions of Divine Masculine and Feminine. They're mirroring each other. This situation involves marriage. So they're both wanting this happy family life and to come together in love, unconditional love. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking steps you're guided to take. So make sure whatever effort you do take, that it is led by Spirit. Codependency and addictions are affecting your romantic life. Divine Feminines, this could have to do with your Divine Masculines as well. Or yourself being codependent. So make sure that you're not in a needing state of heart, but a desiring state of heart when it comes to your Divine Masculine. Sometimes we could be perceived as needy when we reach out because our emotions are so strong, because we do share the same soul and it's very special. So, but this can also be addictions that are being dealt with or changed or healed within the Divine Masculine or the Divine Feminine, which can involve, anything, work, drugs, alcohol, sex, could be any codependency. This could also mean that there's someone that you need to let go of that is not for your highest good. Letting go of all of those things that are not for your highest good, that card represents. This is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present. So, Divine Masculines and Feminines, make sure that you continue to heal and keep learning on this journey and forgiving. Okay, so that you can continue on in unconditional love. And when that forgiveness is given and the codependency is dealt with on both ends, and both are ready to walk towards the sun and making the effort, and the wedding and engagement, reconciliation will happen. Okay, someone from your past is returning to your life. So, Divine Feminines, the Divine Masculines may be coming back. Okay. This is saying I have 4 minutes, so this is trusting the universe and the divine to know that the divine has your back. Okay, and we'll work all things together for good. This is also returning back to innocence and taking the leap of faith, daring yourself to move forward by the leap of faith in your life, in your circumstances. Okay, I'm probably going to stop this video when I'm done with the these here, the emotional. Strengthening bonds. Okay. This has to do with stability and reality and being grounded and balanced and within your health. Grounding yourself and remaining balanced. Okay, within your divine masculine and feminine qualities. Remaining balanced within your emotions and physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially even balanced. Next we have the sacral chakra. The power and vitality and willpower and self-esteem and confidence. Okay, so this, I believe, is one that we are depending on this week. One that is being open, one that is being brought alive and strengthened. Next I have, we have moving on. And what I'm getting from this, the other card, the solar plexus, also means clairsentience, meaning inner feeling. Okay, so this is basically change or cycles, a stagnation, or asking yourself, why am I staying in this relationship? So make sure that you're staying in a certain relationship because it serves your highest good. And spirit is leading and guiding you by your intuition. Okay, guys? Precious souls, I'm going to end this video and then I'm going to do another video with the overall cards for this general reading so that it doesn't shut off the video, okay? Because this one ran a little bit long. Okay, so I love you guys and I wish you all love, light, and blessings, and look for the next video for the overall reading cards for this particular video. It'll be video 2. Thank you.